In a land where kit lenses tend to suck, there comes a hero to save us all. That's right, it's the Fuji 18-55 f2.8-4 and it's the best kit lens you'll ever find.
Welcome to Hughes Landing. Wait. You don't say. Trash photo. Yay. I'm shy. Oh, jeez, dude. Welcome to my OnlyLens. Today, we're featuring the lens by Fujifilm, the 18-55 f2.8 to f4. Let's get to it. It's hard to believe that I'm using a crappy zoom lens, because I'm not. It's quite dashing. This is probably one of the best kit lenses that money can buy and that any company has ever put out for their camera brand. The Fuji line honestly is already a great system. I love it. I usually use Sony, but I thought it'd be a great way to just kind of put you to this lens if you're wondering what lens to get if you're wanting to shoot Fuji. The 18-55 is a lens that usually comes around $699 if you buy it by itself, but if you buy it with the camera, most of the time you get a bargain out of it because it's just very well priced whenever you buy the body and the kit lens together. See, one of the things that makes this lens just unreal to me is that it's an f2.8 to f4 with an 18-55 focal length, which would be about a 27mm to 84 range if you did it for full frame. Now, most kit lenses start at an f3.5 most of the time, and it kind of goes up to like 5.6. So most of the time I tell people to skip the kit lenses, but not this one. So with this lens, it's really cool because you get really great quality of a lens within itself just having good zoom range. So if I'm here at 18mm, I can zoom in and punch in and just get some nice details of the sun and how the light just goes off of the water. And to be honest, for such a good versatile zoom lens, it's very hard to beat, and especially for the price point being a kit lens for most cameras whenever they offer them. So I've honestly been in love with this because it has also OIS, which means it just has stabilization within the lens to help out. So if the camera body doesn't have it, the lens helps out to kind of balance out things, otherwise it gets too jittery otherwise. That worked out pretty cool. That's never happened in one of these videos when we have something crazy happen, unexplained, and whatever the other word is I was gonna say at random, but there you go. That was pretty cool. I actually captured it with the zoom, so thank you, kit lens. And one of the awesome things about this, because as you saw, we were able to capture that nice plane kind of going around here. We were able to zoom in and get it, but what's nice about it is because of the OIS that it has within this lens, I'm able to capture something far away where it's not like having any issues and it's kind of jittery because you're zooming in. The more telephoto your lens becomes, the more it's going to show the jitters, but without it allows it to kind of be nicer. One of the issues with this camera, like the XE4, because it is a smaller camera, it doesn't have any stabilization inside of it. Like I could have used my XS10, but I wanted to use it on this to showcase a little bit more the stabilization that this kind of lens has for the body of the camera when it doesn't have it. That's what makes this lens really cool to me, and the quality of it is just unreal. So just something that I thought it'd be cool to share. So just trying to do like a little bit of, kind of shots a little bit closer, see how far up I can be to take photos of, like, if it was not so macro, but it's fairly enough where you can get some nice little shots with from the 18 to the 55 range of the APS-C lineup. So the versatility of this lens is pretty great to me, and that's kind of when I wanted to feature it. So I'm even going to do a little bit of video within this camera with this lens because of the OIS to see how well it looks. That way you guys can have a little bit of an example of, video within a camera that doesn't have stabilization with a lens that has some OIS into it to see the results.
This was shot at 18mm. As you can see, the OIS of the lens is helping it stabilize it as much as possible since there's no stabilization in this camera. Once you zoom in, it starts getting a little bit more hectic, but it still does the job pretty fairly.
But what do you guys think about this lens and being a nice little kit lens for what it is? I mean, $6.99 for a kit lens, but if you get it with your camera body, usually it's cheaper. I mean, I got it used even, and it was great because I think I got it for like about $350, maybe less, because I got my Fuji XS10 and this like little lens together for under $1,000 used. So you do the math on that end and you can kind of see the results on that. But if you're needing an all-around lens for your Fuji and you just want to have a nice condensed body, I think this is a perfect lens to get into, because that f2.8 to 4 is just money right there for what it is of a zoom ring lens. And it's not a big lens overall, it's just super small and condensed that even when you zoom out, it's not too big compared to my 35 to 150 or anything like that. It's just a major difference and you can't go wrong with this. I mean, the only drawback that I can think about this lens is just, well, you get an f4 as you keep going up, you know, which to me is not a, deal breaker. What's up, little duck? In all honesty, but I know some people want to maybe have a zoom range lens that is an f2.8 all the way throughout, because most zoom range lenses tend to be that way. But having an 18 and 55 for a kit lens that most of the cameras that Fuji puts out comes with it at a really good price, it's really hard to beat, and it's the only kit lens that I can honestly say that you should go for if you're ever choosing to get a kit lens with the camera body. I would never recommend it with like a Canon or even like Sony or anything like that, but with the Fuji, 100%. So I give this lens pretty much a 9 out of 10. There's always room for improvement, but you can't beat it for having OIS within the lens itself, the great price point, the great zoom range, f2.8 to 4, an amazing kit lens. So if you can get your hands on one of them for your Fuji, I would recommend it. Or if you're wanting to get into the Fuji line, I would also recommend it. But that's just the review of today for my OnlyLens, guys. I appreciate, watching this far and getting to it. If you have any comments or thoughts about the next lens I should do, let me know below. And as well, let me know what you think about this lens. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.